Hello everyone and welcome back to Crown Falls. Now with trains, hooray, we are looking at a very long train route here, and yeah, there's already the first trains going back and forth into our little industrial zone that we have over there. And with that also my bicycle production is now in full swing, at least for now, until we are running out of steel, which has already happened. We do need more of that juicy flavor, and with that, let's just have a look what we can do. I can definitely boost my whole iron and coal production. That would be 50% more for each now, and considering the size of how many we have, right, this will be a nice input there, or a nice output actually, of additional ore. That is 10 tons more, I think, yeah, around 15 tons more than we get out of iron ore. That of course gets all then delivered over here to Catester. In Catester we have our few ruins, nothing too severe though, and we do have our production over there. With the additional iron and coal, I would like to build a few more furnaces now. Let's go ahead and build those 4. That should be easily doable. And while we are in the area, let's also continue having a few more paved roads here, to speed up the overall transportation that it takes for these cars to go from one space, from one spot to another. There you go, just the long distances really that we want to cover here first. I can see there's a lot of cars on these streets there where we have high traffic, just to boost it all there a bit, right? But of course the main culprit will be iron ore and coal. Get it all over here. This is one of the tricky things, but for that we do have the ships then available. Now speaking about ships, I would also now slowly start to have my steel ships at some point, right? For that, however, we will need to also start with the steam motors. Those guys I already have here, the motor assembly line. For the motor assembly line, I still need one more thing. Money, we have now plenty, because one of them costs me 75,000 credits. That's quite a lot. We don't need steel and brass. Now, brass is something we have. What is the surplus on brass? Because we're using it also for our spectacles. We still have 3 tons available per minute. This one consumes every 45 seconds, so a bit more than 1 per minute. And in that case, we can build 2 of them easily now. And yeah, we should do this actually. 1,800 maintenance cost is pretty severe, but in that case, absolutely affordable. And they do have electricity. They do require it, so it should not be a big deal getting them in here. And with that, we also got the first steam motor factories online. And boy, this is looking gloomy, is it not? When you have then people living right next to this one here, to these monstrosities, they actually take away the sun.
Your island is under
oh
attack.
my, I just wanted to actually enjoy this one. But no, we have another airship attack going down in Sohom. Nothing I can do there though. And there is the attack. However, I think they're backing off again already. They haven't taken down a ship here, even though I think it was their purpose. A royal clipper was destroyed. Nothing that we would really miss. Let's just get these things overboard here. Perhaps we had some loot on board that I actually required, but I don't think so. I think everything is in here. Or was it the clipper with the... Nah, nothing. There they are. Some of them took some damage, as we can see, but not a lot, unfortunately. Alright, they're taking it from the other side, so home, destroying the fish oil factories. I will definitely want to have a second flag emplacement here though. Right, so instead of one of these. And that's it. Let's just get a few of these things overboard here once again. Yeah.
Your harbor is under attack.
Yes, I know. Thank you very much. One thing I wanted to do is, yep, the flag that we can then have here. Alright, let's focus on what's not impossible, what's important to us. First thing is that we do have the spectacles that was already pretty equal. Now we definitely need to boost that. So we have our brass production up there. Let's quickly check it out. Yeah, zinc and copper we have plenty of. So let's go ahead with another 2 brass smelters that I would like to have in the area right away. It just feels good to have such a nice balance right now. And then we do need to boost still our spectacle production, but I think at least 2. That would be one thing, right? So we get them over here. They are not that far away from my power station. I could just move them over because they really don't require a lot of space. Yeah, let's do this. Save the money and the workforce, because having them just over there will just work the same. This one, and then I can squeeze it into this area. And actually, we don't need that warehouse there, to be honest. We just move it over here. And the second one right in here. And this one a bit further over. Right, and now they have electricity and just double their output. And we should see this then right away as well in the spectacles here. There it is. And we have a surplus of that again. What the hell is going on here? 4 trains in a row. Interesting. Lots of oil coming to the oil harbor right now. Alright. That's that. Next thing. Smaller attack. Nothing too severe. We can continue. Next up would be to check my bicycles. We have now 40 tons in store. So I would really like to unlock the bicycles now for the engineers. And this will really be a nice bump. Starting at 30. It's going up now. It's also, of course, improving then the happiness for that.
Ship under attack.
Oh, look at that. But that is just, he's just passing by that ship here, going over there. So nothing there we need to do at the moment. And then the other thing was the steam shipyard that we can now slowly start to enable them. We got the sailing shipyard as the old version, and now we got the steam shipyard as the new version. And the steam shipyard requires electricity, 90,000 credits, and lots of building materials beside windows that we have plenty of. Windows we don't have that many actually. Should have a glass surplus though, quite a bit. Let's build those 2 window factories there too. No problem. And over there is then the warehouse that we also upgrade right away. It also requires electricity, and let's just make sure that we do get it. Let's extend the reach of the electrical power station. And I was totally guessing this by my eyes, and we'll just see if this works out. Yes. Could we even go for this area there? Yes, we could also do this. So, the steam shipyard, there you go. Expensive as it is, very important to us, very sexy looking.
Get some rest.
And here we can now start producing steamships. Also large car battleship available then as well. We have the battle cruiser, and yeah, flamethrower ships then as well. And here we have the cargo ship. Already 12 tons of steam motors in, so now we just need to wait for that. Next we have resources for another flag. Let's go ahead and do this right over here as well. 2 of them. That should really do some nice damage next time they try to do some air attack onto my island. There it is also now the official input of schnapps, right? So we are now completely full with that. We are at the same time out of potatoes. That is very good for us because that means now we can finally get rid of all of these schnapps distilleries here, saving me a lot of workforce, over 1,000, and of course also some money along the way. Let's also get rid of these rolls here real quick. And those warehouses, this one we don't need, but the upgraded versions we're just going to keep here as a backup for any kind of future industry that we need then in this area. And here, let's just make this one look a bit more clean and safer. There we would have now a whole new area available to us that I probably would like to use. Before we do that, I would also like to go ahead now and make this a double track. So I promised that I would do this, right? And it just makes sense for me to do it now because we do need those double tracks. The only problem is then those bridges. We can't have, unfortunately, parallel bridges right next to each other. So we will need to keep a bit of a distance here between them before we can fully integrate them. This road we don't need. I can just go ahead. And then we just take the whole thing basically and move it beside this one all the way down here. Into the industry zone. Into this industry zone. And here we don't need it anymore, I think. Now we could also do it here. Going then all the way down here. It is just important that we have a lot of these tracks because the game recognizes where there's double tracks and will then adjust just the capacity of where we can get those trains over, right? So there can be now several trains then here. This is probably not looking absolutely fantastic, so we could also make it like so. And this one over and this one away. Makes a bit more sense here. And that's it though. Right? And next step would be then, and this is how we are doing it for every track system in this game, also here then, once we have the the crossing available, of course. And then we are just going to add also, of course, some gate to that, especially where we have then the city close by as well, like so. Right, so this is like a train corridor that we have, and over here we can also go ahead and have some of these gates then connecting this. Very good, so far so good, and we continue like that then onwards. We can also take the whole thing in the future and just copy it like that, and take these pieces of train wherever we want to go, and yeah, make expansions. Bit of a problem is the crossing of avenues, so like this, unfortunately, I haven't found another way of solving this problem. We could probably add some trees to hide it somehow, but unfortunately that's how it goes. And then we continue with the wall system then all the way down here. We're just going to have then, like so, houses right next to it, because this is what you also have in any big city with a metro, for example, or with trains going through. We don't have room for any other ornaments. We could add some trees probably as a buffer at some point, but for now, nah, let's just have houses here along the way. And in here, there's some room here. So here we could definitely add some trees then, at least to add a buffer on the other side then as well. Something like that. On the other side, I continue with my road system. So here we have now this whole road then for now. Right, it's a placeholder once more. Let's make it 4 tiles, as we might add some ornaments then later. And then we got this whole area available that I don't know yet what to do with. What I know is that in this area we're going to have, well, another district, and we can add this. So it's a bit further away than the last one, so we could probably add this one right next to that zone. I would just like to go ahead and add them more some housing here that we can use. So these guys here, right, and then probably some more dense area as well to that, and then our warehouse and our pub. This looks better. And up there, no idea yet. We might add the avenue then, and it just continues up to this area there, and then culminates in something bigger over there. Perhaps an amusement park, whatever we have really available. And let's just add some more houses then to this one. And with that, let's build this new district here, or this smaller district that we have then out here. With my main road, as we can see, we continue then onto this area there next. This area would be available. Where is my market? It's a bit too far away. Once again, if I want to have some houses here, we do need our own market. And we can actually do this. And yeah, let's just do this, because this is another one of the smaller districts in the outskirts now. Right, so it's a bit further away. Before we touch this again, it's going to take a while. For now, this is where some poorer people live, and it can definitely look like it. Just by the pigs. It's a very cheap real estate price, I should say. Yeah, also some pollution I can see here. As we're now connecting the city with our outer industries. Now, since demand for rum and cotton is increasing, we do need to increase also our workforce in cities like Martinez. So let's go ahead, or yeah, it's cities really. And over here. All right, and yeah, we'll probably just take this whole block and put it over there. Probably down here to have enough radius then, and we definitely also would like to have a chapel. Let's make this one somewhere here in the center. For all of these souls. To keep the happiness up, of course. This will be enough workforce again for a while. And in that case, let's just check it out. How much rum are we producing here with the consumption taken away? It is only at, 26. Right, and in Crown Falls, rum consumption right now is at 32, so we do need to increase that a bit. Over here we have our rum distilleries. They're working already on some boosting, right? 50% for the sugarcane, 30% on the rum. I will still need to go ahead and boost more. And as we can see, oh my goodness, space is a problem. I don't have that much anymore. So we're just going to squeeze in more here in this area. Let's go. And there you go. Once again, we have plenty of upgrades available to us. And yeah, let's actually go ahead, build those 5. The only problem here will be workforce. Everything else will be actually totally fine. So that's 4, 5. And with that, let's also go ahead with 4, 5. Plus the marketplace, the warehouse, plus the fire station. Let's upgrade this right away. Workforce is still fine though. Another thing that we might have is another lumberjack hut here. And another one here. They're going to deliver then right to my... Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Barely. Actually, we can move this one down there a bit. Still has 99%. That's fine. And then we can book those 2 as well. Are they boosted already? I think they are, right? Yeah, by 30%. I might push it to 50. With that, we have all the logs that we need. And all the sugarcane that we need now in addition as well. Leading to a total production of 44 rum now. And with that, we have 40 on the surplus. Enough now for quite a while. So let the rum flow, because we're already pretty low on that. Now, we're close to 1 million, by the way. I would like to use this opportunity. We don't have influence, so investing is not a good idea. But I would like to search for some items that we can use. That we would have, for example, Faraz Al-Zarami. He gives me production boost by 50% on my ships. On my production buildings. Very good item. Let's purchase that flagship again that we wanted for a while. There is no enemy close by. And are we still at ceasefire with Sean? We are, so I'm safe here right now. Let's purchase the item. 300,000, that was actually rather expensive, but it's going to be worth it. And that's it though, right? Yes, we are re-rolling with 25k already. And yeah, let's do it once more. Nah, no white flag. I would love a white flag. This makes your ship immune to any kind of dangers, and with that we could safely go to Eli for a while. But unfortunately, Isabel is not selling that. We could also search it once more. If any other... I think it's only the normal white flag that we need. Yeah, it's only the normal white, the epic one, because the tattered white flag is not the one. The great white flag is mostly just expedition. Yep, on the 3-star, no one is selling that. But this one here is being sold by Old Nate, Isabel Cemento, and Old Nate. So Old Nate would have it probably as well. That would be a nice surprise to me if Old Nate would sell us a white flag. I didn't even know. Usually he's got lots of stuff for salvages, of course. But a white flag would help us a lot. Especially also because we can then get the salvager around more easily, right? Without any danger. His re-rolling is very cheap, so I can go about it freely. And perhaps we might find here something. I will do this more often now, re-rolling. Until we probably find an item that we need. But just look at how many times it takes. Now we can still go ahead a bit here. No, 10,000 now we have to pay each. Let's stop. I have to stop. This is how rare it is. Yeah, we also have happy people. There is a festival in Crown Falls right now. The Town Carnival. Festival attractiveness 250. We also get 40 happiness for our population. So they're really happy right now. We also get a bonus income of +5. And beer, schnapps, rum and champagne is provided as well. Also, public moorings get 100% visit chance. By the way, this reminds me, public mooring. Now, we don't really want to focus into tourism yet, but I probably should start with it, right? I should probably get us a public mooring out there if I can. That is the question. I think there it is. Yep, we can do this. I should do it because with public moorings, you get free items from time to time. Let's get rid of the fishermen here and start with that. Right here in the city center. And with that, tourists are finally allowed to crown falls. I mean, it's looking pretty nice from this point already. But in that case here, they will now arrive. They will also bring me in some income, right? So the amount of tourists pay us something. The next ones will be, there will be quite a lot of tourists, so 400 by now. And in that case, also items. And this is what I'm looking forward to, getting those juicy items in that we need from time. That we actually need quite a lot of them in the future. Oh, by the way, there's also a resident quest. I was lucky once. I might be lucky again. Sausage and bread, we have this.
Let's hear it then.
Oh, another legendary item. Jörg from Malkin. All mines and quarries produce 70% more, but only within the trade union, right? So it's not really good, because at most you can affect two with that. And by the way, there is there's no iron mine here. Oh, dare me. Actually get this one. And by the way, yeah, once again, very lucky that with the legendary item, even though those 200,000 is not that worth it to us anymore, as we are close to the 2 million, to the 1 million. But still, I'll take it. This allows me to re-roll a few more times without having a bad faith in that. And Isabel Samento also here. We could just do something there. Yeah, no, re-rolling is too expensive. Influence we have a bit. Let's invest.
Meddlesome little.
That is a bit of money. And of course, mishunt only, because the other ones, we would hurt our relationship with them too much, and I can't afford a war with Bente now too. If she would attack us as well, then we would be in really deep problems. Now this brings me to one more industry that we still need for our engineers before we have actually everything they need except electricity, and that is no easy. But light bulbs. Light bulbs is the one last good, the last need. And let's have a look at that real quick. It's just a smaller ship passing by. At the light bulbs, they're not that expensive. Some glass and some filaments. Filaments we get out of coal. Coal we have plenty of to get the filaments. Filaments though are polluted, right? Or polluti. So I would probably like to get them up here in Catester. By the way, how dare you? Don't do this. So the only thing I would need reinforced concrete. We have plenty of that. Some steel beams and windows. Windows we should have. Let's just get us some. Yeah, let's make it 100 tons really. And then some reinforced concrete. And we have plenty of that too. Let's get it 2 times there, 200 of that. And let's also get some weapons over. We now have finally some weapons again. And by the way, yes, I would only really need to unload the steel beams there again. They're not being loaded. Alright, no idea why you're doing this, Sean. This is futile. At least Anne likes it, and no loot, unfortunately. That's that. Can we reroll again? Yes, we can. Ah, too expensive. Getting too expensive too quickly there. No. Oh, wait a second. Is that a white? No, that's not a white flag. Light flag would be epic quality anyway. So the resources are coming over. We just need now some space here once more. We also have our oil over there. By the way, we would have everything available to do the electricity boost in Catester as well. Shall we do this? I think we shall. The only problem that I can see is that the oil harbor would be unprotected. Not really. We could have it here, and then we would be within the protection of my harbor area. It would not look really nice, but for now, as I said, beauty building is really not my focus at the moment, as we're still struggling to survive it all. Once I'm feeling a bit more safe, we can do this. There you go. And then I just need to get my trains all the way down here. For that, we do need to make a bit of room here. Let's move this one step over. That's a tricky beast. That's a tricky beast here, because here we will need to get our trains over. Going in here. And here we have then our oil refineries. And unfortunately, we will need 2. One here. This can't be true. That's possible, alright. Let's have one here. Unfortunately, they're very spread out, and I would need an own just for this one down there. That's really crappy. In that case, this is how far I can go. Right, and then we have the train here. And how should we do this? I can't leave the oil harbor unprotected, unfortunately, so I need to get the trains up here, the tracks. Right, and there's the oil harbor already. Very good. Here we have the refineries then. Here we can have 3 of that. Very good as well. And yeah, then we just have the tracks going all the way now down into my industry zone. And for that, I already have left some room available here in the center right away that we can spare right now, where the tracks are going through. Like this. Right in here to this power station that we can have then here. Alright, but I'm probably going to make it like so that we can still have this crossing here. There's the crossing still. There's the crossing. That's fine. Is it fine? That's fine. Better. Perfect. And then we just continue with this one all the way now here. And with that, we have an electricity line in Cataster. Let's just unload some goods here, because with that we will already be able now to build it. Let's build the oil harbor. Let's build the oil refinery number 1 with its refineries already. We do need some more workers though. Yeah, very good. All of them being upgraded right away, and here now the oil is flowing. The only thing we now need is the power plant. Boom. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be crazy now, because with that we are basically now outputting 100% more goods in our industry sector. Of course, we're consuming 100% more, but that's for later. Right now we are having a steel output here of 56 tons per minute, so this is going over 100 tons now with this latest upgrade here. And I'm not even using the trade unions yet that we will get eventually. Now we have enough money for all of that. 44,000 on income. A lot of things are coming together right now that are good for us. A lot of things. And no big attack at the moment, so we can thrive in this. So there's the train already. 8 tons of oil. Don't overdo it, please. And that's just coming in now. We just have to watch this. We just have to.
Ship under attack.
Oil is coming in, being unloaded.
Ship under attack.
And boom. Electricity production is starting. And with that, all the furnaces are now boosting their production output. Yeah, it's going all the way over there. Also here, as we can see, percentages are going up now, those juicy numbers. This is also going to make the traffic crazy on the roads here. So we do need to urgently upgrade our warehouses now, because there's going to be a whole lot more cars. Let's do this for all of them here. There's one more. To really get cracking on this. Now we do like some coal and iron right now, but it's going to get better. This one is getting boosted now. Can't you give me any second of joy? Why, Sean? Why do you need to transfer through that area here all the time? There is no reason for you. You just lose ships. Do we still have some weapons here? No. And down it is once more. But look at that. Those Royal Clippers are completely full now. I do have a second one. Yep. I do have a second one. I think I need some bigger ships here so soon though, as the volume is just increasing now.
Good and ready.
And yeah, some rum. Nothing really we need. Let's activate the trade route again. Quickly have a look at my white flag. Perhaps we are lucky at some point. At some point? Nope. We're not lucky. Perhaps Nate likes to do something. What is that? That costs 1 million. Increases the chance of finding animals. Might be very useful later, once I don't care about 1 million anymore. The white flag! There it is. Sorry, I had to just yell it out. Let's get a ship over there. We have the white flag as well. This is epic. This is just beautiful. Together with our electricity boost now in Cataster. I still don't see an output increase though.
Ship under attack.
As we just don't have enough resources. Yeah. Not enough at the moment.
They are good swimmers.
Yeah, there it is. 110 tons of steel output now. Ceasefire for 110,000. Sean, I accept. No problem. No problem at all. Now we just want to purchase that white flag and get to greatness. Madagoose is coming in. And Madagoose is going to purchase that for 260,000 credits. This really brings us down now to 96,000 again. We were at 1 million. But of course, that is totally fine. And with that, we got it. Madagoose is now immune to the world, to the dangers of the world. And Madagoose can now get over to Eli. Should we take something with us? I think we will take the first 50 tons of steam motors with us, because they will sell for quite some juice. Any other thing that we could do? Nah, not really. We're just going to get to Eli with that ship, getting us some items over there for our trade unions to further boost the industry. Stay tuned.